Indian Medical Association of New England, IMANE, held its annual gala event on November 18, 2017. Under the presidency of Dr. Samir Kapasi, the organization excelled and grew throughout the year and had over 250 attendees for this successful event. The evening began with a members' meeting followed by a networking reception. Dr. Samir Kapasi, in his speech, shared the details of the community events held throughout the year. He welcomed the incoming president, Dr. Vikas Mirchia, who shared his enthusiastic vision about 2018. The chief guest of the evening was Dr. Vivek Murthy, the 19th Surgeon General of United States. A well-moderated session was held where Dr. Murthy shared his journey and his insights about the overall medical landscape in this country. This interactive session was the high point of the evening, followed by yet another community appreciation section where selected community members were awarded for their dedicated service. The wonderful evening ended with an entertainment program. Here are a few glimpses of the event as captured by the Foundation's TV team.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here with Mr. Oni Kapasi, who has been a past president of IMANE, and we are here at a really nice end of the year 2017 gala. So welcome to that, and do share with us your vision about the organization.
Thank you so much. IMANE is very precious to me. I came into the foray in 1979. It's a long time back. Eventually, I became the president of the Indian Medical Association in 2004. My biggest ambition was to bring youngsters into the foray. During my year of presidency, I got Apurav Gupta to run for presidency, which he did. But then there was a fallout. Last year, it was amazing. We got youngsters in. The IMANE is run by youngsters. They do the planning, they do the financing, and for the first year in so many years, IMANE is actually funds positive. It has got more money than any other year. Every year, IMANE has problems filling up the annual gala. This year, we have been refusing people. We have 240 as opposed to 150 last year. And hopefully next year, we'll even get more. Great.
That's fantastic. That is really good. Where other organizations are probably not being able to achieve this, where there's the wisdom of the older generation, but the enthusiasm of the younger ones. I think IMANE has been doing that really well. So congratulations to the Kapasi family as well, because you have, 4 presidents in the family, past presidents now.
Thank you. For us, we are not looking for posts, but we are looking for IMANE to thrive. We don't have anything to do with the chair, but the sense of duty, which is very important to me. And Samir, fortunate for us, but not surprising, has proven to be from the same tree.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here at the IMANE event, sitting down next to Samir Kapasi, who is actually the president this year, and he is the 4th president from the Kapasi family. So welcome to Foundations TV, Samir.
Thank you.
So you've been the president of IMANE for 2017. So when you started, what was your vision and how far along did you go with that? We're almost at the end of the year now.
So when I first started this year, I thought, what had I gotten myself into? I thought, we've had so many great leaders before me. Can I lead as they did? Can I do as much as they did? Can I have quality events that really engage our evolving membership? So my vision throughout the year is, how do I serve our community, and how do I engage a membership that is including second-generation physicians in addition to those first-generation physicians who started this organization?
And how do you think that you did based on the goals that you had?
So what I did throughout the year was that I would gauge people in my age group, the second generation physicians, the first generation physicians, on what Iman could do for them, what they could do with Iman. And the common conclusion was that what they want from an organization is service. They want to be able to do service. And so what I wanted to do was package that for our members. And so by having multiple health fairs, we had a co-sponsored health fair with United India Association. We had a health fair at the IAGB event in August, the India Day event. We had a health fair at the India New England event, and then we also had our own health fair at the Guru Nanak Gurudwara in Everett. So we had multiple events in addition to Cradles to Crayons events, which were had nothing to do with healthcare, but where we provided clothing to more than 80 families. Ultimately, what I wanted to do was engage a larger group, and I think that we were successfully able to do that.
That sounds really nice. Like you described, all the 4 events seem to have engaged people from various generations, the older generation as well as the newer generation. That is fantastic. And about today's event, you have a special guest who is joining you. Would you like to talk about him?
So our special guest is our 19th Surgeon General. He's one of our own, former physician at Brigham and Women's Hospital, Vivek Murthy. He became the 19th Surgeon General under the previous Obama administration and has recently stepped down to start other projects. In fact, he's at Kennedy School working on projects all of this week. So we're very excited to have him at this event. And this event, might I add, this event is our biggest thus far. We have over 250 registrants. It's pretty huge.
That's amazing. Now, going forward, what are your hopes from the organization as a whole?
Well, my big hope is that we continue to function as a body that really works with the community, works in the community to educate the community, works to deliver healthcare to the community, and works with all of our physicians as well as non-physicians to promote healthcare in and around our community.
That's fantastic, Samir. I do want to add in here that it's a very rare situation that we don't see in many organizations, that the parents have led the organization and the kids follow the footsteps. Most of the times in our community, we see people going all different directions. So it is really commendable to see the Kapasi family put in so much towards this organization and showing their commitment towards the community. So congratulations for that, and congratulations for a successful year at IMANE as president.
Thank you so much. I'm just a cog in the grand machine. My parents have been cogs in this grand machine. All of us come together, and the sum total of all of us is greater than each individual small part. Thank you.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here today at the IMANE Gala of 2017, and this wonderful event is being graced by the 19th Surgeon General of United States, Dr. Vivek Murthy. Dr. Murthy has led a lot of non-profit organizations as well as some technology companies. He became the Surgeon General in 2014, and we have a quick moment to talk to him tonight and to hear his thoughts about what he feels, what organizations such as IMANE can do to make a difference. Welcome to Foundations TV, and welcome to IMANE.
Thank you so much. It's great to be with you.
It's great to have you. You, of course, need no introduction, but you have so much, that you have accomplished all along. You have worked with non-profit organizations, you've worked with for-profit organizations, and eventually you ended up being the Surgeon General in the White House. So tell us a little bit about how your journey has been as a physician yourself.
Well, first of all, let me just say that my journey has been a very unplanned one. I didn't plan to all the steps that took place, over the last 20 years of my professional life. And I also never planned on being Surgeon General. It was not a dream or aspiration of mine, although I certainly respected and honored the people who had held those positions before. But my life has really been a series of really fortunate accidents, if you will. But the people that I'm most grateful for who made that journey possible are really my parents and my sister and my wife Alice. From a really young age, it was my parents who set an example for me of service and engagement with the community. And when I became a father, somebody once gave me the advice. They said, your child won't listen to what you say, but they'll listen to what you do, meaning that they will follow the behavior that you model for them. And in that sense, I was very lucky because my parents modeled an ethic that was grounded in community service and engagement. And that's what led me and my sister to get involved in public health, doing HIV education when we were freshmen in college. And that began my journey in public health, which ultimately led me to this opportunity of serving as Surgeon General.
So this is really amazing that, as you said, that it's been a series of fortunate incidents. So when you were called to become the Surgeon General, was it a surprise? And describe how you felt at that moment.
Well, when I was called by the White House and they asked if I would be interested in being considered for the post of Surgeon General, I was surprised. I had worked with the Obama administration on efforts related to healthcare reform. Specifically, I had worked with many other doctors around the country to ensure that the voices of physicians and their ideas and input were part of the health reform process. And so while I had worked with the administration a bit, I had never expected to be asked to serve in that capacity. So I was surprised and deeply honored.
Now, in the interest of time, I'm going to ask you about IMANE. What is your association with IMANE?
Well, some of the leaders of IMANE, particularly Dr. Chandra Kapasi, have been a long time friends and mentors of mine, and starting from when I was a college student working on HIV in India. So it's a real honor to be back here for the organization's annual event. And my hope for organizations like IMANE and other Indian medical associations around the country is that they will work to engage Indian physicians more in advocacy and in helping to shape the kind of healthcare system in which all of us practice. I think that if we have stronger voices as clinicians, then we can ensure that our patients are getting and receiving care in a system that works for them and that works for clinicians. So I would love to see our organizations really support clinicians in using their voices to call for greater change.
That's fantastic. We welcome you to the event and hope you have a great time tonight. Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here at the IMANE Annual Gala for 2017. This has been a phenomenal year, and let's find out from one of the past presidents, Chandra Kapasi, why this has been a phenomenal year for IMANE. So share the accomplishments with us.
It sure is a big accomplishments because it started very slow. And we didn't think that we will make it that big. But, all these youngsters, they worked very hard. They are silently working. They're very professionally working people. And this is the first time in the history of IMANE, for the last, IMANE entering the 40th year now, that so many people have registered, And before this, there used to be 120 to 150 people. And this year, more than 250 people. And still, people calling today. I mean, from morning till evening, we had people calling and saying that, can we come? Has there been cancellation? And this and that. So I think it was a phenomenal year for IMANE. And these youngsters have done a great job. I think Samir has done such a job. I'm very proud of him.
That is fantastic. So you are giving 100% credit to the younger generation who has come in and made a difference to make this a success event. Is that right?
I think that I'm giving them a lot of credit. Of course, the senior people were involved this year, and they were very, very a type of people who actually wanted to give to some IMANE and keep the legacy on. So it been great, both young and old, and I hope that it continues.
On that note, as you said, I hope it continues. What are your aspirations and hopes from the incoming president?
He seems to be a very accomplished person, and hopefully he will do very well, I think, because all these youngsters who been there this year, for example, Samir Kapasi and Paul Matthew and Sucheta Doshi, these people will help him. And I already told him that if he needs anything from us, feel free to call. We don't want to be anymore on any executive committee position, but we will definitely help. Yeah.
Fantastic. We wish you all the best for this event as well as for the upcoming year. Thank you.
Hi, it's so exciting to be here tonight. Thank you for having us here. It is a very great, colorful gathering so far. Everyone's getting in the mood to start the gala official program. So thank you.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here covering the IMANE annual gala tonight, and we have some guests here with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Dr. Sudhakar Jonalagada. I'm a National Office Secretary, and I'm so excited to come today evening function of Imam. Last year I came, and they always do an excellent job. And last year I came here actually requesting for my secretary elections, and they gave me a lot of help and they made me win last election. And it's a great team effort, and I know Dr. Samir Kapasi and their family, and wonderful people, and Dr. Trivedi and Dr. Aman Dasari. They're all very, very legendary leaders of local as well as national office. And glad to be with them today, and we have a good evening. Thank you.
We are proud to be life member of IMANE, and we are looking forward to serve again as a board of trustee myself for 5 more years, as well as new president in the team of executive committee. We are always proud that you are doing the great service also for the community. Thank you.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We have Mr. Anand here with us, who is attending the annual IMANE Gala. So, welcome to Foundations TV and welcome to IMANE. Tell us about your association with the organization.
Hi, I am IMANE's life member, and I was part of executive committee last year also. And I come here every year, and it's a good way to interact and network with the friends and be part of the community, which makes a difference in physicians of Indian origin and particularly New England region. So we look into the problems and issue concerned with physicians and physician community in terms of healthcare, recent changes in the healthcare, employment, jobs, and networking. So it's really good organization, good platform for all of us. And we connect with the national level of organizations, SAPI also. So we participate in those, and we make a positive difference in the cause for each physicians and all as a community.
Are you having a good time tonight?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here at the annual IMANE Gala for 2017, and we have with us Sucheta. Sucheta, welcome to the gala and to Foundations TV.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So tell us about your association with IMANE. I know you've had a very close association, so definitely share with us.
Yes, so I actually have very fond memories of when I first joined IMANE. It was back in 2003, and I was first starting off my residency, and Dr. Kapasi, who I've known since I was a little girl, encouraged me to join IMANE and become the young physician representative. So that was actually my introduction to the organization as the first young physician representative under Dr. Onali Kapasi and Dr. Sadev Pasi. The two of them have been instrumental in helping me learn about the organization, grow into myself as a leader, and I hold the two of them responsible for me eventually becoming one of the youngest presidents of IMANE in 2012.
Wow, that's amazing. So that was 2012, and now it's 2017. Have you seen the organization grow since then?
Definitely. It just makes me incredibly proud to see the organization growing by leaps and bounds every year. And when I was president in 2012, we had a handful of young physicians. But by now you can see that there's such a large group of younger physicians here, and it's a testament to how much mentorship we have received from the organization and how open it is for more and more young physicians to join. So
that's fantastic. Are you having a good time tonight?
I am, definitely. I think Samir Kabasi has been one of the really innovative younger physicians. When I was president, he actually created our website that exists today and has grown by leaps and bounds. And I think for him to get Dr. Vivek Murthy to come and speak is a monumental achievement.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank the president of IMANE, Dr. Samir Kapasi, for inviting us. And I'm Dr. Anupama Gadimukula. I'm treasurer of AAPI, the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. And we represent about more than 100,000 physicians in this country. And very proud of this organization, which has been doing a lot in this country and also encouraging the international medical graduates from India. And we are here at the IMANE event today, and they are having their annual event, and I wish them very good luck for a successful event today. Thank you so much.
We've gathered here to
honor this organization and support all that we do, all 250 of you. Admittedly, when I was in Vikas Murtia's position last November, I thought, what have I gotten myself into? Dr. Mathur, all of you stood up. Why did all of you stand up? You stood up because of this love for Iman. You all helped build up Iman, and you guys love it like you love your children. You wanted Iman to survive, and so you stood up until this wonderful organization could stand again. Then, we had some wonderful people join us, like Arshia said, Paul Matthew, Priya Chandradana, Vikas Murtia, Lisa Ravello, Sangeeta Murali. The names go on. I couldn't list them for half an hour. They came along because of their love of service. They came along because they wanted to see Iman stand. This year has been a landmark year. It's because of all of these folks I've mentioned and countless more who have stepped forward and said, I love Iman, I love my community, and I would love to do more. Everyone came together to support us for a wonderful CME conference in Nasir Khan's honor earlier this year. And we took an alternate route this year. Rather than our regular pain and risk management, we took a gamble. We said, why don't we try some specialty content? And then we continued the summer after this great successful event with summer events where we had a box at Fenway Park for a Red Sox game. We had an event at Cradles to Crayons where we helped out more than 80 families have access to nice clean clothes. We also joined India in New England for their Mega Health Expo to help what we do best and hold a health fair. At India Day, we were there with the India Association of Greater Boston holding a health fair. We were there with United India Association in a health fair co-sponsored. And finally, we sponsored our own health fair very recently on November 4th at the Guru Nanak Gurudwara in Erin, where we served over 150 people. This is Iman.
I'd love to get an understanding of what the needs of the community are outside, how we can partake. Certainly there are health fairs where we can offer our services, but if there's other things which we can do, it would be fantastic for us to be apprised of them and then get involved with them and bring the resources which we're able to the needs which are out there in the community.
Outside of the Boston area, I just imagine Vikas, myself, and Samir in a production video to advertise our event in New Hampshire in lungis in the back of a lorry heading up north.
Journey in public health, and when I had crazy ideas for what I wanted to do to address HIV in India, and they fortunately did not dismiss me as a crazy person, but were kind enough to support me in some of my endeavors. So we'll always be grateful to both of you. Thank you for that. I will say perhaps the most immediate thing I can say about my journey as Surgeon General, it was absolutely unexpected. I was not somebody who grew up thinking that I would ever serve in a role like that. I never aspired to be Surgeon General. But I had a spirit of service that was instilled in me through my parents, through my mother and my father. And because when I was younger, they didn't tell me to go into public service. They didn't urge me to do community service, but they led by example.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here at the 2017 IMANE Gala, and we have with us Dr. Vikas, who is the incoming president of the organization. So welcome today to Foundations TV, and of course, welcome to the beginning of a new journey for you.
Thank you very much. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be very exciting and wonderful. We have a great constituency, and I think there's a great deal that Samir has already started, created some momentum, and hopefully we can continue with that momentum and take it further.
So the theme that I'm hearing today is there's multiple generations involved with Iman rather. There's of course the wisdom of the older generation and then the enthusiasm of the younger generation. So what do you hope to bring along with you as you go forward?
That's really interesting because they were all coining me as the younger generation. I think I'm actually one in between the generations, so there's the older generation and a younger generation, and I'm sort of in between. But realistically, it's not which generation you're in. I think it's just collectively coming together to serve the purposes of the community and society, and act as a forum for us to get together and have fun. All too often we're bogged down with work and it just becomes work, and it becomes repetitive, and it becomes exhaustive. And we had this theme with Dr. Murthy, which spoke about physician burnout and things which we can do. And one of the most important things which I think he reflected upon was in terms of being contemplative, in terms of maybe having some quiet time to ourselves, in terms of being able to communicate with other people. So I think if we bring all of that together through, as I had mentioned earlier, yoga, meditation, I think these are phenomenal things which we can do collectively as a group, and I think this will help bring people together. This will help serve the community, and it will also lead to better sanity and mental health for physicians and others.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here today at the 2017 IMANE Gala, and we have with us Mr. Ramesh, who has a very strong affiliation with IMANE. So welcome to Foundations TV, and please do share with us what your association is with IMANE.
Well, I've been coming to IMANE meetings and API meeting for a very long time. And the physician community has been very welcoming to me, because I got active in politics, American politics, in 1980. And then later on, 86 nationally. And whenever IMANE needed some speakers or their issues were there, I would set up the meeting, or I would get different senators, congressmen. Like, for example, Ted Kennedy spoke to IMANE over here one year. John Kerry has spoken. So a lot of politicians, I wanted to make sure that we introduce the best of our community, and the Indian physicians are the best.
It's interesting to hear such honest, perspective about how people outside of being physicians can also connect with a community such as IMANE. So it's great to hear that perspective. Thank you so much for sharing it.
Thank you.
As part of the event, RP President Dr. Gautam, along with his wife Dr. Anjana, who were unable to attend the evening gala, arranged a brunch for IMANE President Dr. Samir Kapasi, past presidents, members of Executive Committee and Board of Trustees, and honored Dr. Samir with RP plaque for his outstanding leadership, stellar performance, and dedication.